In this video, I will teach you the only healthy way to do the no contact rule and why most relationship coaches teach the no contact rule wrong and keep you with that on an addictive patterns that keep all the relationships that you're gonna have the same. So the no contact rule the last years got very popular as most teachings that promise someone to get the ex back. And all these teachings get these desperate young people to be like, yes, this is my only hope. I'm trying to get my ex back. But this is the most unhelpful way to approach the no contact rule. The healthiest way that I do with my clients to approach the no contact rule is to cut out the compulsive behavior of trying to reach out to the other person to make feelings feel better, to get rid of the missing feeling, to chase the happiness in another person. That is the way to keep the patterns going and to keep addictive patterns going. Most likely, most people aren't in a relationship because they love the other person. They are in the relationship because they love how the other person makes them feel. So they again in the relationship for addictive patterns. Now, how I teach the no contact rule, and I don't call it the no contact rule because that's just nonsense, all right, is when someone comes with me, oh, I have heartbreak and I try to move on and how do I do this? We first talk about the compulsions, to cut out the compulsions that the person does. And an easy way in the beginning to cut out the compulsion of reaching out is to have no contact, is to not call them, is to not text them, is basically to block them on all platforms, not with the intention of getting them back, because then you're still chasing to make feelings feel better, and there will always be a compulsion. A compulsion, if you don't know it from ACT therapy, is to try to make feelings feel better, to try to get rid of the feeling of missing someone, to try to chase that being jealous because you see your old partner with a new person and trying to post videos on social media or pictures to make them jealous, to get them back. If you get them back and you don't change the patterns, you are still gonna do the same patterns in the relationship. It's just gonna be another addictive. You're just chasing drugs. And if you're not ready for this video, if you wanna go back and chase some drugs, go ahead. Chase the drugs in the relationships. But I'm telling you, you're not actually doing it about the person. You're doing it to make the feelings feel better, all right? So now let's get into how to do the no contact rule in a healthy way. The first thing that we wanna do is, like I said, cut out the compulsions, the behaviors of trying to make the feelings feel better, which we are doing by blocking on social medias, which is a great cheat code in the beginning, and do everything to maybe not see the person and cut out the things on social media where you would see posts of the other person, all right? So that would be the first part of the behavior. Now, the second part that most people don't do because they actually don't know about it, right? Most relationship coaches are very superficial. They have actually no idea how the brain works. They just teach you, they just regurgitate information that they hear over the internet that sound interesting. No contact rule, I'll tell you how to do it, shut up. And then they regurgitate dumb information without giving you the full access to how to change your brain in a healthy way. So the second part of the no contact rule is to cut out the compulsions in your head, inside. Because yes, great thing, we cut out the compulsions outside, right? Which is not even close to having all the full steps of a healthy recovery. But the second step has to be cutting out, which has to be simultaneously, by the way, cutting out the compulsions inside of your head. What are the compulsions inside of your head? Okay, so let's say you cut out the compulsions outside of your head, which is trying to chase that person. Now, if you're doing the things that you value now, which is growing your business, growing your physical fitness, growing your relaxation, growing your fun, growing other relationships, and you're doing those actions to grow those relationships, but if you still, the thoughts come in your head, oh, but I miss them. What are they doing right now? They were my soulmate. They are doing this. What are they doing? And you're reacting to those thoughts. You are still feeding the compulsion, because you're still trying to control in your head, trying to make feelings feel better, trying to figure out, maybe trying to go vent with your family and friends, which is also trying to make feelings feel better. And those things keep the addictive patterns going. So that's why we want to cut that out too. Now, I want to give one pro tip, which is really important here. You cannot control the thoughts that come in your head. You cannot control those. But, and I don't ask you to. No, there's no asking to control those thoughts coming in. But you can decide if you talk back to them or not. So what we want to cut out is talking back to those thoughts, and instead of putting your focus on, I want to do this now. I'm playing soccer. I'm talking to my friends. I'm building my business. The brain tries to, oh no, this is so important. You gotta get that ex back. What are they doing? Maybe they have a new boyfriend. How can you make them jealous? How can you get him back? Or you're reacting to the feelings. Oh no, I'm not supposed to feel this way. This is wrong, and I have to fix this. All of that chatter, all of that talking back, all of that trying to fix is the compulsion and will feed the addiction more. So you want to come back, and always, this is the training, and this will help you with everything. Bring your brain back, your focus from talking back to, okay, no, I'm mindfully walking now. I'm mindfully driving now. I'm driving well. I'm walking well. I'm building my business well. And that doesn't mean to not have the thoughts. Mindfulness is not about, and this is a huge misconception with people, mindfulness is not about not having any thoughts or emotions. Because people are like, oh no, I'm doing mindfulness wrong. I have all these. No, have 1,000 thoughts of there coming with you. That's fine, but you're always focusing back. Over time, the brain is like, hey, I've been giving you these thoughts and these emotions for months. You're supposed to go back to your ex. You're supposed to make these guilty feelings feel better. You're supposed to make these missing feelings feel better, but you're not doing it. I'm a very efficient organ. This is not okay. I'm not going to give you these things anymore. I'm not wasting my time. And then over time, yes, over time, you will have a better relationship with those emotions. But if short term, you're trying to make them feel better by doing certain actions, that's where you're hurting your mental health and you stay in these addictive relationships. And you also are going to be attracted to people based on your trauma patterns. But you can change that all. So even, and this is another pro tip, even if you're saying right now, okay, I'm using these tips to over time make my feelings feel better, that's again a compulsion. You want to change your complete relationship with emotions, being like, I can have any emotions, I can have any thoughts, and I can act mindfully on doing the things that I value right now. So that's the second one that we're looking at. And that's how the no contact rule is working at all, is not doing the behavior outside, not doing behavior inside, and instead doing the behavior that you care about, that you want to grow, even when the thoughts are attacking you, even when the emotions come up. And the important part, do it mindfully. This will help you guys so much, all right? So this is where you can subscribe for more actually helpful tips. If you guys want to check out more of the videos, there's more on my YouTube. I love you guys. If you have any questions, type them in the comments, and I'll look at making some more videos about it. And yeah, have a fun day. Okay, bye-bye.